Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now Atlanta starting 5. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Ricochet in at the 3. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Johnson a screen on ball. Young the pass to Okongwu. From deep, Johnson. Chicago with a rebound. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Good chance here for Ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. On the wing, Daniels. Okongwu, the pass to Young. 6 to shoot to the right side. Pass to Okongwu. Over Ball. Okongwu, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Ball taking his time here. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Young, the pass to Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. He drops it from range.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Young with a screen on White. Here's Daniels. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, BA. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself. And a nice stroke, that's coming along for Josh Giddey.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Johnson. There's Young with the 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Up top, Giddey. Ball outside. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here's Okongwu. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul of the game. Jones, he's checked in for Chicago. And the change for the Hawks. Krejci's checked in. So it's Atlanta now. 3-point lead. On the wing, Daniels. Clock at 6. Pass to Okongwu. Young against Jones. And he gets it to go. Young's got 8.
Well, that's Trae Young working right up to the buzzer, but knows the clock and finds a way to bail the team out.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the 3. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Jones. He has 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And Young, here we go. Pass to Daniels. Johnson inside. The kick out to Young. Beyond the arc. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. 8 points. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Josh Giddey out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Trey Jones. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Connects from downtown. Giddey's got his second basket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
The Hawks leading. And here's LeVert for 3. Smith with the rebound. Chicago has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Jones up top. He's checked by LeVert. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Williams. Dosunmu outside. 6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. Back to Jones. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Man with it. He's picked up by Jones. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And the Bulls making a change here. Collins checked in. Bufkin, he's checked in for the Hawks. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. Outside Giddey. Collins finds Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Collins with the 3. Collins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
More and more confidence being shown right now as Zach Collins sinks that shot.
Outside Giddey. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
To the left wing. Here's Niang. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's foul number 2 for him. Krejci's checked in for Bufkin.
Number 27.
Giddey with it. And Capella picks him up defensively. Collins outside. Pass to Williams. Outside Giddey. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Right side man. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Hawks lead by 2. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Jones, the pass to Giddey. There's a minute 34 left to play in the half. And here's Collins for three. Capella with a rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Giddy. Williams from long range. The Bulls with another miss.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Knocks down the triple. And now it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
The kick out to Williams. And again, Chicago, no good. The Hawks have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A big group substitution here for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Ball in for Jones. Buzelis' shot is good.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. Here's Johnson. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Hawks on top. They lead by 8. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Krejci in at the 3 spot. Here's Ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
A lot has been made about Lonzo's shooting motion. The bottom line, who cares what it looks like when the shots are going in?
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Bulls on D. They trail by 6. They set the pick. Here's Krejci. From outside, off the mark. Well, Chicago's shooting 41% in this game. Pass to Buzelis. From downtown, Okongwu with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Daniels. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Krejci, the pass to Young. 3 on the clock. And Atlanta misses again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Fires from deep. Rebound Atlanta. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who keeps things moving.
Deflects the pass. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Ball's going up the court. Here's Daniels. The wide open shot is on the money. Daniels has got 9.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
To the wing on the left. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. Here's Krejci. He's guarded by White. Okongwu, a screen on Vucevic. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels from outside the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. Three-pointer. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. And a change for the Hawks. Garris LeVert's checked in for Krejci. Johnson a screen on Giddey. Three-pointer. The shot, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside, Williams. White for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Young with the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The kick out to Williams. It's Giddey on the wing. 9 points in the game. White for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And Giddey with a little giddy up on that pass.
The Hawks lead by 6. Left side, Young. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater, and it's good on the lay-in. Young's got 10.
So tricky there with the floater, and a nice touch from Trae Young.
Now here's Ball. Not a lot of room.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And a deep 3 from Young. And it's Young again missing. Bulls trail by 6. And it's Williams off the drive. The 3 from Ball. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's LeVert for 3. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Outside, Williams. Back to White. Shoots over Young. Okongwu with the rebound.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
There's Ball with a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. LeVert outside. Up in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Hawks. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Lonzo Ball, Zach Collins out there with Smith. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Herter in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Smith finds Herter. Now here's White. Capella with a rebound. Daniels passes to Capella. Stolen by Collins. On the break. The 3 ball. And again, Chicago no good. Atlanta leading by 9. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Giddey comes in for White. Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks. From the arc. It's hauled in by Herter. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Ball passes to Giddey. Here's the 3. That shot off. And the Hawks shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Daniels. Fires in the triple. And the Hawks lead by 12.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Atlanta.
On to the floor for the Hawks. Number 3.
Outside Herder. Ball outside. Pass to Collins. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. On the wing, Daniels. On the wing, Daniels. Back to LeVert. Here's Daniels. Clock at 6. Capella, screen on Herder. Here's Daniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Bulls trail by 9. White, he's checked in for Herder.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's a screen. Giddey into the lane. Outside White. Three-pointer, who's Ellis? Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's LeVert for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
A real weapon on offense. Once LeVert sees a few go down, you know he's in the zone.
And that one's good. Giddey.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. 6 to shoot. Back to Daniels. From behind the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
LeVert passes to Niang. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Back to LeVert. The 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Krejci. Collins defending. And it's Krejci missing.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter. Jacks up a 3. Young can't hit. Bulls trail by 12.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Hawks.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karis LeVert.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Johnson for 3. Pass to Daniels. Down low. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here are the Bulls now. A 12-point game. There's Ball with a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's Rizachet. Giddey defends. There's Young with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Buzelis with the ball. Burks covering. And it's Buzelis scoring in a gorgeous play. Buzelis has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Bulls. Wiggins dishes to Ware from deep. Carries it from three-point range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
White, good.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Giddey against Wiggins. And White kicks to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. Ball no good. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Works for 3. They get it back. Back to Adebayo. The second chance effort. Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good with the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Adebayo against Giddey. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Wiggins. Top of the key. Again, Wiggins missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Vucevic. Ball dishes to Vucevic. Now Buzelis. And here is Ball. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Giddey, no good. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Chicago on defense. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. They set the screen. Ware passes to Burks for the 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Bulls with another miss. Miami trailer. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Now, here's Adebayo. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Outside, Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. 3 Hero's got 6 points.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feet. Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Adebayo kicks to Ware. Over in the corner, Hero. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Trey Jones is checked in for the Bulls. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. There's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Buzella sets a screen for Vucevic from outside the arc. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Vucevic. And it's 6 points for Buzelis. Burks kicks to Robinson. To the wing on the left. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one, a close look. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court for Miami here in the second, we've got Duncan Robinson. Kyle Anderson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Pass to Anderson. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. Robinson against Giddey. A 3-ball. And Jones pulls it down. Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Dosunmu's shot's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Hands it from downtown. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Larson. Hasn't made one yet. Robinson finds Anderson. Back to Robinson. Over Williams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Dosunmu. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. The kick out to Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Well, thank you. And we talk to people about the Bulls, G.A. Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Here's Hero. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Larson. No good on the 3. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. They lead by 4. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. And the Bulls with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Buzelis is checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Josh Giddey. Then for the Heat, Adebayo is checked in for Anderson. And Wiggins is subbed in for Tyler Hero. The Heat trail by 4. Pass to Burks. Lets it go with a 3. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. White goes in, kicks it out to Jones. Here's Buzelis. Outside ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. Now Adebayo. Scoreless thus far. Has to Ware. Wiggins from outside. And Jones pulls it down. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Here's Ware. Outside Robinson. Jacks up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Robinson's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Jones the pass to ball. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. And stolen by Wiggins. And it's the Heat on the break. Now here's Adebayo. Defense is right there. Deep 2 from Robinson. Back to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Robinson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Buzelis. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. A chance now to send it up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Buzelis displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Ball in at the point guard. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Vucevic against Burks. Adebayo passes to Ware. Adebayo with a screen on Giddey. Ware, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Pass to Giddey. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, White. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Miami. Pass to Adebayo. Down low. Ware, good. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
There's Ball with the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Heat have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Adebayo kicks to Burks. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 5 assists in the game.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Where there's a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Ball from long range. Burks pulls it in.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by White. Rozier the pass to Adebayo. Wiggins a screen on Giddey. Works for three. It's all in by the Bulls. One-on-one here from the arc. Another three for Chicago.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Ball with a wide open look. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Yes, Adebayo. Chicago making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Ball. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And Miami with a change here, too. Love's checked in. And Jalen Smith is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Love finds Adebayo. Kicks it out to Love. His three-pointer's off the mark. Bulls trail by 5. Smith left side. Dosunmu with it. He's against Wiggins. Williams for three. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got 5 rebounds tonight. Adebayo against Williams. Adebayo down low. Back to Love. Pass to Burks. It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they will go into the fourth quarter right.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Heat, they've got Anderson. Tyler Hero out there with Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. Three-pointer. Robinson misses. Bulls trail by 11. Knocked away. Here's Larson. Again, the miss by the Heat. Now the Bulls with it. Here's Dosunmu. From outside, off the mark. Zach Collins checked in for Williams. Burks, he's checked in for the Heat.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Miami leading by 11. Outside Robinson, and stolen by Giddey. Jones, the pass to Giddey. And again, Chicago, no good. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Burks kicks to Hero. Hits the three-point bomb. Hero's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
For three. Offensive rebound. Outside Robinson. It's stolen. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. Anderson with the ball. Jones covering. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Giddey kicks to Smith. To end the drought. Pass to Collins. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot. That's great decision making.
Oh my goodness, what a play.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And they need to use that momentum, clawing their way back via fast break points.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Hero fires from way outside. Here's Anderson, and it's Miami with another.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Giddey. Trains the three-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
The three. Burks the pass to Anderson. Offline with his three. Bulls trail by 14. Jones finds Smith. It's tipped. Jones, no luck. And it's Anderson with the ball for Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
1:21 left in the game. And it's White missing. The Heat leading by 14. And here's Adebayo outside. Pass to Ware. Miami again turning it over.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Tyler Hero.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
They double him with Vucevic. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Wiggins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Herter. Oh, trying for it, and they'll get another chance. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dominance. On the wing, Hawkins. White covering, and the dunk by Robinson. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
From Lonzo Ball.
Here's Hawkins. Count it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This group, much appreciated.
who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5. Here's Krejci. Screen by Young. Krejci, the pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Now here's Burks. There's a screen. Fades away. Rebounded by Johnson. And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. And here's a Kongwu for 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find them.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Now here's Young for 3. It's not going to go for him.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Ware. Sinks the tray.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Kongwu, the pass to Young. This one for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hero for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, what an assertive move by Hero. Dropping an emphatic answer 3.
To the wing, right side. Here's Krejci. Pass to Young. Here's Krejci. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson a screen on Hero. Here's Krejci. 3-pointer, no good. For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Ware, covered by Johnson. It's Wiggins on the wing. Adebayo with it. Hero with it, and it's Young picking him up, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the Hawks making a change here. LeVert's checked in. The fader. Atlanta again missing. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat staff. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Dre is a dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Niang. Love grabs the miss. Heat trail by 3. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Niang. Fires for 3. Outside man. Back to Capella. Now here's man. 5 to shoot. Screen by Capella. The 3 is up. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Pass to Robinson. Now Adebayo. Outside for Love. And here's Mitchell. Fades and shoots. And the shot's good.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's LeVert for three. And the three-pointer goes.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Now Adebayo. No points yet. Robinson for three. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Niang outside. Niang a screen. And here's LeVert for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that does it for the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Duncan Robinson is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Jovic in at the 5 down low. Heat trail by 9. And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game. LeVert goes against Hero. There's the three.
I mean, plastered on his man, and Hero making it difficult to move the ball.
Pass to Highsmith. Takes a three. Counted from distance. Highsmith's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
4-3. Anderson pulls it down. Heat trail by 6. Hero with it. Now LeVert defending. Here's Jovic. Anderson with a screen. Highsmith. And again, Miami with a triple. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Rizachet. Screen by Capella. Shot is up. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Miami has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Hero for three. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mann. And Atlanta misses again. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Hero, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Back to Capella. Here's Niang. Outside for LeVert. There's the triple. Atlanta again missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Beyond the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Niang. Drains the triple. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Robinson for 3. Drills it from deep. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
4 on the clock. And here's LeVert for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Highsmith. He's got 6. Kicks it to Hero. Let's go with a three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Atlanta leading by 3. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. They get it back. Pass to Robinson. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Robinson's got 6 points.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
And here's LeVert. 9 points in the game. Got a piece of it. LeVert goes against Hero. Pass to Robinson. Takes the three. Hero, no good. On the push, here comes Atlanta. And here's LeVert for 3. Miami grabs the miss. He got it up. And that's not gonna go. Tie game in Atlanta. All right, Allie's ready to go. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. They've got Larry Nance, Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Krejci in at the 4-man position. So that's the Hawks 5. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Now here's Nance. And a miss there on the triple.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Jaquez, the pass to Robinson. Pass to Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Hits the trifecta. Hero's got 9.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Nance the screen. Here's Daniels. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Hero. 9 points in the game. Outside Robinson. The 3 is up. And that's collected by Trae Young. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Nance for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Jaquez. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's Mann. He's scoreless. Young way outside. It's stolen by Jaquez. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul of the game. Ricochet, he's checked in for Mann. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Hero. Here's Mitchell. Outside Burks. Jaquez with a screen on Young. Burks with it. Nance covering. The kick out to Wiggins. No good on the triple. The Hawks have got 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Ricochet. Here's Krejci. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Wiggins. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game. And showing off that ability to stretch the floor, seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Pass to Krejci. Launches it. Rebound by the Heat.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Such a wide open look. And it's a 6-point Miami lead.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
He buries it from 3.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Knocks it loose. Young looking for an opening. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside Burks from deep. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Burks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Nance. The kick out to Young. Nance with a screen on Mitchell. There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Burks. The D's right on him. And Young pulls it down. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Daniels. Off target from 3-point range. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Burks. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Burks. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Here's Risacher. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Heat lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Duncan Robinson. Kyle Anderson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Young, and the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's foul number 2 for him, and Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Love's checked in. Johnson passes to Daniels. The 3. Nails it from 3. Daniels has got 9 points now in the second half.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Pass to Larson. Kicks it to Hero. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's LeVert. Johnson on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. There's the triple. Love grabs the miss. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. For 3, Robinson. LeVert with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Risacher. Robinson defending. Hero against LeVert. Pass to Johnson. LeVert outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Man, he's checked in for the Hawks. Highsmith, he's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Hero. Rozier, the pass to Love. Outside for Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And again, no good by Miami. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Back to Mann. Pass to Daniels. Outside Mann. Johnson a screen on Rozier. Mann, pass to LeVert. He buries it from 3. And that ties it up.
Easy to see why they trust LeVert's judgment. Impressive watching him getting it done in a big spot.
Rozier, the pass to Highsmith. Fires for 3. No good on the shot.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Robinson. Pass to Love. Back to Rozier. Screen by Robinson. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. And the Heat lead by 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Daniels. Outside for LeVert. Johnson a screen on Rozier. LeVert goes against Rozier. LeVert, and that's good.
Such a talented offensive player. LeVert is a great option late.
Robinson passes to Anderson. Back to Robinson. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer Rozier. The shot off that time. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Up top man. Back to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Back to LeVert. Over Rozier. The shot by LeVert. No good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Rozier with it. Pass to Highsmith. Oh, off target. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
They've got Bam Adebayo. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the center position. The 3 from Rizashea. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Atlanta making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Hero. And there's a pick. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And he gets it back. Johnson for 3. Rebound by the Heat.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Highsmith. And the Heat, another 3.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Atlanta again missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Krejci's checked in for man. And Miami also making a switch. Burks, he's checked in for Highsmith. About 90 seconds off the clock at extra time now. Hero for three. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's Ware missing. Hawks trail by 8. And here's LeVert for three. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Hero. Burks for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Heat.
Yeah, they've been outstanding in this extra period, putting this one out of reach.
Yeah, just an amazing game to watch, B.A.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Tyler Hero.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Stolen by Capella. Pass to LeVert. And now the Hawks on the break. The three is up. Gets the three to fall.
On the fast break, LeVert's energy is everything. He sticks with the play the whole way and sinks it.
Here's Adebayo. Hero on the wing. Launches a three. Counted from distance. And the Heat lead by 9.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
So it's Miami. Pick it. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic, and it's White in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Ball. Six to shoot. From downtown, rebound by the Hawks. Young taking his time here. The offensive rebound. Johnson, the pass to Young. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Chicago. And one of those guys, Brad, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Okongwu's shot is good.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Ball, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Daniels dishes to Johnson. Okongwu, the pass to Krejci. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Tipped away. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Johnson wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 5. Out to White to end the run. And the Bulls with another miss. Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. From deep, Johnson. Buzelis grabs the board. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Karis LeVert's checked in for the Hawks. And the Bulls making a change also. Jones checked in for Josh Giddey. Great open look there.
And Ball, such a high IQ player. Superb at knowing when to take that triple.
Johnson the screen. Young with the ball. And it's Buzelis picking him up. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Buzelis with the ball. Covered by Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Bulls have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Jones finds Vucevic. Here's White. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to LeVert. And a deep 3 from Young. Buzelis grabs the board. Jones, that's for 2. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Johnson kicks to LeVert. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect. his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside ball. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. He's off on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead. They lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now here's LeVert. And the basket by Krejci. Krejci's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And continuing to impress and taking on more responsibility. LeVert understanding when he should look to score.
Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 3-pointer, LeVert. Rebound by Williams. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Dosunmu. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. Mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now here's Jones. He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Now LeVert, following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 16. Oh, Giddy in position.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Chicago also making some changes. Bruce Ellis comes in for Josh Giddey. And it's Kobe White in for Trey Jones. Now, here's Ball. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 Conference Finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Young with the steal. And now here comes Daniels, leading the break. The 3. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Bulls trail by 17. Here's Buzelis. And again, Chicago. No good. Johnson for three. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Osumu, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ball with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Ball no good. Johnson against Ball. Johnson with the bounce pass. Now, here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Here's the three. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 16. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. There's the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Loud up there for Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Daniels. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hawks on top. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, guys, Karis LeVert getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's White, and it's Ball in at the point. White. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Young from the arc. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Young against Ball over Young. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5.
Well, again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
At the tip, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 19.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Buzelis with the ball. He's guarded by Johnson.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
That bucket in no time at all. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Here's Krejci. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Young against Ball. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Mann's checked in for Trae Young, and it's LeVert in for Dyson Daniel. Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls.
And Giddey, one of those guys who really can stuff the stat sheet.
The Hawks leading by 16. Three-pointer, LeVert sinks the triple. LeVert's got 15 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 13. Bucket is good.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. 22 is their biggest lead. Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Giddey. 15 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. LeVert finds Johnson. Stolen by Ball. Okongwu against Giddey. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. There's 14 seconds left in the third. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Nobody near Williams. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's LeVert. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Terrence Mann. Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Reza Shea in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Bulls trail by 17. And here is Giddey. Reza Shea with the steal. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Bulls shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Reza Shea with the steal. Niang passes to Capella. Here's Reza Shea, defended by Dosunmu.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Back to Collins. It's stolen by Capella. LeVert with it. Defended by Giddey. And that's good. Karis LeVert for 3. And the Hawks lead by 20. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Hawks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's man, covered by Smith. Capella with a screen on Smith. Here's man. Pass to Rizachet. 5 to shoot. Back to LeVert. Latre. Rebound by Smith.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Ball's checked in for Chicago. Stolen by Collins. Fires the 3. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. Pass to Giddey. Second chance shot. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Young against Ball. Fires from deep. Atlanta again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Bulls with another miss. Atlanta leading by 21. And here's Young from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Puts up a deep 3. Young, no good. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's good. 9 points for Lonzo Ball.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
It's good from long range.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Onyeka Okongwu.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's got such a great handle and then can get up to speed quickly. Lonzo Ball with a nice drive.
For the Hawks, Nance comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Matthews in for Trae Young. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. And it's Kobe White in for Jones. Now here's Matthews. Pass to Rizachet. Misses the 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Giddey, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Now here's LeVert. From deep three-point land, off on that one. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Brent.
You welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
And so off the tip, it's Miami. Wiggins for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Ball. Let's go with a three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And the Heat with possession. Pass to Burks. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Allie?
And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Now here's Ball. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hero for three. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Shoots over Hero. And it's Giddey missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Hero from deep. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. White finds Ball. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
From the stripe. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. And he buries his first look.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Puts it up. Adebayo, no good. Chicago has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. From deep, Giddey. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Wiggins, no good. Chicago trailing here. Ball outside. Shoots it from the corner. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There's an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star game appearances.
White for three. Sinks it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Hero. No good on the three.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Giddey's got space. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
Adebayo, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Robinson, he's checked in for Hero. And the Bulls also making a change. Jones is checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter here. A deep three from Ball. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And for Miami, they're shooting only 31% to get this game underway. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Jones. Here's Buzelis on the wing. Jones. Ball outside. It'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's all tied in Miami. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the two-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Grant, the Heat, last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Jones. Still no points. The swim move for three. Love grabs the miss. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Miami, no good that time either.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Jones misses. The Heat have got none of their first three shots to fall so far in the second. Anderson can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Oh, got a piece of it. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Robinson for three. Chicago grabs the miss. Dosunmu on the wing. Closed the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Fires the three. And Hero grabs the board. Well, the Heat's shooting just 21% from the floor. Robinson finds Hero. Anderson with a screen. And there's Hero on the assist from Robinson. Hero's got 6.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Robinson for three. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. Chicago has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Pass to Williams. Dosunmu for 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Larson beyond the arc. Hero outside. The 3. Jones grabs the board. The Bulls have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Smith outside. Williams with the screen. Robinson with a steal. Hero left side. Fires the 3. His 6th miss of the game. Just 2 for 8 now. Outside Giddey. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Now here's Hero. 6 points for him. Knocked away. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play from Pete Giddey. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And now the Bulls in transition. To the left side wing. Smith with it. Guarded now by Anderson. The kick out to Williams. Outside Jones. Williams passes to Dosunmu. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Jacks up a 3. It's blocked.
What? A block by Kevin Love? Okay, making sure it's all ball too.
So both teams making some changes here. Heat trail by 3. Hero, the pass to Robinson. White against Burks. Robinson, a screen on White. And Burks gets it to go.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's Buzelis. Robinson defending. Ball way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And for the Heat, they're shooting only 23% so far. Johnson on the wing. Robinson with it. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Robinson for 3. No luck on that one. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
17. Fans, please let the contestants the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Bulls shooting a low 26% from the field. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Pass to Giddey. Shot clock at 5. Now Vucevic. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Clever pump fake from Vooch, skilled at baiting defenders into the foul.
Mitchell's checked in for Miami. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Burks has got 9.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Ball. The kick out to White. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Ball against Mitchell. Ball passes to Giddey. 4 on the clock. Over Wiggins. Here's Ball. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Such an easy shot to miscalculate. Great confidence, though, out of Lonzo Ball.
On the wing, Burks for the lead. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Ball. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul of the game.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Heat with the lead. Pass to Johnson from downtown. Nails it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
With the drive, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Mitchell. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen away. On the break. Wiggins with a steal. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Ball no good.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Pass to Mitchell. Johnson for three. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's foul number 2 for him. So for Miami, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Robinson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Hero in for Mitchell. Williams is checked in for Chicago.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Hero. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Robinson for 3. And again, no good by Miami. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To halt the run. That's good on the jumper. Ball's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Ball knows his team relies on him to get his own shots too. So he works to find his looks.
Outside Burks. Hero screen on White. Puts the move on. They double him with White. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Knocks it down from distance. Adebayo's got 5 points.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
The Bulls trail by 7. Left side Giddey. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Ware. Outside Robinson. From outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. White, the pass to Ball. And here is Vucevic. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And Williams drops them both. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. For 3, Robinson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Davion Mitchell. Duncan Robinson is out there with Johnson. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Fires in the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Collins outside. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. Miami leading by 5. From deep, Johnson. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc because everyone has a 3-point shot now. If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Bulls trail by 5. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Robinson. There's the screen by Johnson from behind the arc. And it's Robinson with the 3. Robinson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Chicago's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Jones drives in. The 3 ball. The Bulls with another miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Right side, Robinson. For three. Chicago with a rebound. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith passes to Giddey. Puts up a 3. Rebound Miami. Here's Larson. From deep, Mitchell. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And that one drops for him.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Ball in for Jones.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Johnson. Ooh, poked away. Vucevic with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Heat leading by 8. Here's Ware. 4-3. Ball with the rebound. Here he goes, and Ball throws it down.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Wiggins finds Adebayo. We've got 1:28 left in the game. And Adebayo slams it in.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Here's Ball. Oh, the double clutch. Second chance effort. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
An in-your-face type defender on Ball. Lonzo doesn't give an inch and has quick hands.
Miami making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Miami has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
You really get nonstop hustle from Andrew Wiggins, and that all-out style of play helps him be a serious difference maker on both sides of the ball.
Mitchell's checked in for Hero. Pass to Giddey. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Johnson.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Vucevic's shot is off. And for the Heat, they're shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. There's a screen. Giddey passes to Ball. There's the 3. Oh, he nails it! Oh! Cuts the lead to just 5.
Getting it done when their backs are against the wall. What a gritty play there from Ball.
Outside for Mitchell. Johnson for 3. Chicago with a rebound. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
It falls! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Johnson. Over Buzelis. Johnson finds Mitchell. Back to Johnson. Yes!
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. There's Ball with a 3. No good. And so Miami takes the win. This one was in the balance. Allie, thank you as always.
Boyd in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Johnson for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Over Young. Rebound by the Hawks. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
So it's Miami now, following the 3 by Atlanta. Hero, no good. Here's Okongwu. Burks with the steal. Cuts off the pass. And now here comes Young leading the break. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Here's Adebayo. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Johnson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Miami. And here's Young from the arc. Drops in the tray.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer right back.
Adebayo with a screen for Johnson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. He'd have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And the Hawks making a change here. LeVert's checked in.
Number 3, Karis LeVert.
The Hawks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Okongwu kicks to LeVert. Good on the triple.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Now Johnson. After Karis LeVert missed from long range. To the paint. The kick out to Young. Pass to Daniel. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
On its way from Young for 2, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
A high-level shot maker. Just a threat the moment he crosses half court. Young gun.
Here's where he's covered by Daniels. Young from deep 3-point range. Pass to Johnson. Here's the 3. Here's Okongwu. 3-pointer, Daniels. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Dyson Daniels. Mann subbed in for Young. The Hawks leading by 6. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. LeVert from outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. LeVert's got 6.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Robinson misses. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Mann. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Robinson for 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got George Niang. Terrence Mann is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Reza Shea, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell against LeVert. Love outside. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Mann passes to LeVert. Here's Reza Shea, guarded by Robinson. And it's Reza Shea missing. The Heat trail by 9. So Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. So both teams changing it up here. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Burks. Now here's Anderson. The 3. And that one is off. The Hawks leading by 7. Now LeVert. 9 points in the game so far. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. From past the arc. Burks can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And that's good. Karis LeVert for 3. LeVert's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Atlanta. Robinson for 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now Hero, after Karis LeVert missed from long range. Here's Ware. Here he goes. Robinson kicks to Hero. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Adebayo passes to Burks. With the fadeaway. Atlanta with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Young dishes to Daniels. Beyond the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now, here's Adebayo. He has 5. Here's Johnson. Has to Ware. Launches it. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 5. Young with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Robinson for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the knee had collapsed on him.
Young looking it over. Pass to Daniels. Three-pointer. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, guys, Karis LeVert getting it done today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We've got Alec Burks. Johnson is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
The 3 from Johnson. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
And here's Adebayo, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the Heat, another 3.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Heat making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Ware. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Outside Hero. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Here's Ware. That 3 off the mark. Atlanta leading by 8. Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Young against Hero. Pass to Ware. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
The Heat trail by 3. Adebayo with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the field.
1:51 left to play here in the third. Pass to Highsmith. They get it back. And here's Love. Johnson outside. Here's Highsmith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. LeVert from outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. LeVert's got 15.
And LeVert is playing with such passion on offense. He's just not afraid to play a big role on that end.
Now here's Love. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's LeVert. It's a 3-point game. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Johnson. The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Second team foul.
He misses the free throw. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
LeVert from outside. Can't get the 3 to fall. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Niang out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Reza Shea. And it's man in at the small forward. Now here's Johnson. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to LeVert. Niang in the corner. Here's Reza Shea. A 3 ball. Hits it from 3-point range.
Such a nice stroke for a rookie. Reza Shea looking like a polished shooter already.
Johnson outside. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Love, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
LeVert the pass to Capella. Back to LeVert. Lock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Love kicks to Burks. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Now Robinson, after Karis LeVert missed from long range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's LeVert. Johnson, a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Johnson with it. He's covered by Daniels. Drills it from outside. Robinson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Daniels from outside. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson wide open. He fires. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. High post Young. Okongwu with a screen on Johnson. LeVert with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Robinson. Pass to Highsmith. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And LeVert with that slashing approach coupled with the outside shot. Boy, he is not an easy cover.
Burks looking around. Robinson finds Burks. Back to Robinson. For 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's LeVert. Daniels with it, picked up by Love. Daniels passes to Okongwu. LeVert inside the line. Highsmith grabs the miss. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over. Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And it's Love missing. LeVert from outside. Off target. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. All right, D.
go.